So, Bill, congratulations on a fantastic launch. I have to tell you, we've been talking about launching a digital, we used to call it just, we got to get digital, we got to get digital. And the vision of Beachbody On Demand really came together with your, when we brought you in last summer. And I have to tell you, as excited as we've been about taking our exclusive content and moving it so that people would have access to it on the web, you know, we've been planning this for a while, but having it in the hands of a guy who's been there, done that. So before you get into it, why don't you give the folks a little bit of a feel for where you've been, where you come from, and just how good, what sort of good hands we're in with this revolution in fitness.
I'm still trying to figure out where my bod's going to take me in that $100, but
look what you did.
You got me distracted.
Right on.
So I've been at Oracle and AOL and Yahoo, and most recently for about 7.5 years at Fox, where I helped to launch Hulu. So I'm happy to bring that talent here and bring us into the digital future.
So I think that's a big deal. That curbside appeal, the guy who helped build, to construct, and deliver Hulu is the guy overseeing what I think is the biggest breakthrough in fitness in, well, since what? Since Beachbody started.
Yeah.
Let's go for that. So why don't you take us into it? Give us a feel for the people who have yet to log in. Now, it is important. You wanted to talk about they got to be members, right?
Yeah, I think that is important. We don't want to confuse people, though. This is a new feature within the Team Beachbody paid club membership. Right. So in order to access this, you have to be a paid club member. So people who aren't paid club members, who are just Team Beachbody members, they will not have access for this. They'll have to upgrade their account in order to get access, but it'll be well worth it. I promise you. Take a look.
Well, thanks for clarifying that. And on the screen, if you can pan to the product. Are we there? Great. So you'll see the sign up link here. If you're not a member yet, click here. It's an easy sign up process. But let's say that you are. So I'm really excited about taking you through this. Let's go ahead and...
So once you're logged in, it will remember you're logged in as long as you haven't cleaned out the cookies, as they say.
No, it'll make you log in periodically just to make sure that you know, we're doing proper security protocols.
Okay, and actually, Bill, before you jump in, people can actually get to here right from the teambeachbody.com homepage. There's
correct.
Actually 3 little yellow links on that page that just right when you log into teambeachbody.com, click on that, it'll take you right here.
That's correct. So I'm going to click on sign in. It's going to take me right to the sign in page.
Do you want me to jump in front of your password?
Yeah, a lot of dots for my password. So
that's my password too.
Me too. So I'm going to go ahead and click it. And by the way, it says see our FAQ and optimal systems requirements. You probably want to have the most recent browser just to make sure that this thing is optimized for the latest and greatest technology. But let's go ahead.
Is there a browser that we endorse or no?
No. Okay. Most browsers work, but just don't use the Opera browser that only the Finnish people use. How about that?
Got it. So the older browsers might create problems for people if they haven't upgraded recently.
You really want to upgrade your browser, and that goes for any kind of internet streaming site.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and sign in. So what you're going to see is that there's a couple of design principles that we applied to this product. Number one, we wanted to make it super simple for people to get to their results. So it's not technology for technology's sake. The technology needs to get out of the way and let the content be the hero. So it's got to be simple, but it's got to be powerful. So at your fingertips, you should be able to get to this great value very, very quickly. There's 4 main sections to this website. So the top one that you can see kind of cycling through is the hero carousel. It has great information, promotional information about the great products that are going to be down here that I'm going to walk you through. There's a neat little personalization element. It can tell that the last thing that I did was P90X3. Welcome back, William Bradford. Time to get back to where you left off.
You look great.
Thank you very much. Get back to the program. Scrolling down, you're going to see a section called Member Library. Now this is important. So every member in the club today will have access to all the programs that I'm going to scroll through here. There's 11 full programs. An incredible
so this is
amount of
basically
value.
your catalog of products that are included in Beachbody On Demand.
Exactly, and there's a lot of great content. The entire P90X franchise, Insanity, TurboFire, Brazil Butt Lift. It's incredible the amount of stuff that's in here for all of the members. Very easy to get to, easy to use. Next section down below is called New and Noteworthy. So what this is some of our newest programs. This is one workout that you can do to try the program. Hopefully you and your customers like it, and you want to get into the entire program. But this is where we have the newer catalog items that Insanity Max 30 sweat intervals. You can go right into it and do a workout.
Well, I just want to clarify that. Not necessarily newer. So in some cases, it's just ones that people aren't buying as much. So like deeper in the catalog, like Slim and Six, for instance. It's a combination of something that you might want to try, something you might have considered, but it's also not available in the full catalog.
I think the main thing was we wanted representation of the whole catalog. So we wanted to include at least one workout from those popular programs that aren't included in the members section.
That's correct. So scrolling down, there's a couple more ways to slice and dice the content. So by type, there's cardio, muscle building, time-based, or dance, for example.
Do you have one for lethargic? Because that would be...
That's called the Niemann.
Yeah, the Niemann.
It's on the second page. So here's the programs that are primarily cardio in nature. And we can go back to the main page, and there's other ways to slice the content. By muscle building, time-based, like I said. By trainer. So let's say I just feel like doing a Shaun T workout today. So I click on him, and I see all the great content that's on the service that you can click into.
So now let's just for a second, from a value, this sells for $120. This sells for, I guess, what is it now? 40?
Yeah.
Maybe 40 or 20?
Less than that, 20.
That's I think $90. That's $120. That's $120. Right there on that page alone is such an incredible value for what being a member of Beachbody On Demand and Team Beachbody represents. It's just outrageous to me.
So I'm going to go back to the main page, and let's talk about going directly into one of these programs. So let's say I'm feeling like doing P90X today. Roll over and see what kind of program it is. Let's click on it.
Okay, now I don't know about you guys, but I'm in the middle of doing 21 Day Fix Extreme. Okay, I'm on day 8. And one of the most frustrating moments of my morning is waiting to go through all the warnings. Now we have to do that for legal reasons because we need to make sure that you can't skip through it and you have to go through the thing. So show us how tedious the warnings are for Beachbody On Demand.
Great. So you can see all the different workouts here. So let's choose chest and back. So instead of sitting through the 52-second warning video at the beginning,
every morning,
every single time, just go ahead and read very carefully, read the T's and C's. And
I read it. There's a typo, but okay.
Go ahead and accept, and there it is. It's going to take us directly right into the program.
So now that I've read that is it this particular workout?
So by program, not by workout.
So right now, I'm done with warning screens for all of P90X programs.
That's correct. Never have to sit through that again.
Seriously. Right there alone, I'm going to have hours per year left over to do things. I'm going to pick up knitting.
And so you can see that it's streaming away and gets us right into the program. Okay. I'm going to go back to the workouts. A couple other things to point out. You can see.
Now, can I point out something that now this might be a little technical and a little nitty gritty. So there you were in there. Now in the DVDs currently, you can skip some of that content. Now you could have navigated. You could have what we call scrubbed through it.
That's right.
But this is the beta version. So we are still in development of many of the features that will help with navigation. So we will eventually get to the type of chapter stops that go move to move or however it was set up on the DVD, but that doesn't exist here right now. You need to fast forward and rewind by scrolling through, basically.
That's correct, by scrubbing through. And we're just getting going. We're investigating a lot of really great interaction models here, but definitely smart chaptering and being able to go back 15 seconds, things like that. That's going to make it easy for you to get your results.
So that's one of the important things. As you use this, as gorgeous as it is and what a breakthrough that it is, there are going to be ideas and new features appearing all the time because we are getting feedback every day from customers and coaches, and it's been very helpful. We find little bugs every once in a while, so we'll be working the kinks out. Well, you know us, one of our core values is constant improvement. So you'll be working the bugs out of this for the next 20 years, just so you know.
That's correct. Just a couple other things quickly. The little dot here will indicate that there's required equipment for this particular workout. Click on it and it'll tell you exactly what you need. So you need the chair for chest and back, the duration of the workouts. And here's something that I really like, which is the program material. So all those inserts that came into the box of DVDs, they're right here at your fingertips. So let's say I want to see what the calendar is for P90X. Click download, and there it is.
That's
right at your
awesome.
Look at
right
that.
at your fingertips. Print it
That's
out if you
handy.
want, and it's extremely handy. It's right there, and we optimize it for whatever device you're on. If you're on these or iPads or one of these, it just works.
It's fantastic.
So Bill, there's one feature that you didn't talk about. It's not there yet, but it's coming later this month. And actually, if you click on there it is, right there, new benefits for club members. And that says that later this month, we are adding a really exciting new feature. And that is that for select DVD programs that aren't included in the member catalog, when you purchase that DVD program, you'll be able to actually stream it online on Beachbody On Demand if you're a paid club member. Can you talk to us a little bit about
That's
how
exactly
that'll work?
right. So let's say that you bought one of these programs, and you can talk about what they are. It would appear in a little section here called Purchase Programs, and the content will just show up. As a privilege of having bought that on DVD, we'll then allow you to stream it with your valid club membership.
Well, I'll tell you which ones they're going to be. Now, it's not all titles,
Right.
and over time, we're going to be rolling out new titles over time. But to start with, later this month, there's 3 really important titles that are going to be in this purchase program section. The first one is our challenge pack promotion for the month, and that's Focus T25. And the other 2 are 2 of our most popular programs, 21 Day Fix and 21 Day Fix Extreme. And what's so exciting is that as coaches are out this month, inviting people to their challenge groups and encouraging them to buy these programs, they can tell them that later this month, not only will they have the DVDs, but if they're club members, and actually if they buy a challenge pack, they get at least the 30-day free membership in the club, so they'll have access to it, but they'll be able to stream the programs wherever they are.
Well, I think that's incredibly valuable for people. We get a lot of questions. What will this do to the challenge pack model? And I think it just enhances it, obviously, because we've gotten some complaints. Why is club in the challenge packs in the first place when some people really want to have a choice whether they go into it or not, and they don't want to have it automatically put into the trial? So you got a call.
Yeah.
Now they get this incredible value with their challenge pack, but they still get the DVDs. So you get the opportunity to have the physical product. I'm still loading DVDs. That's just sort of, I'm in the habit. It's what I do. I haven't got this in the primary viewing room, although I travel a lot. Sometimes I'm going to work out outside. Beautiful day. I don't spend nearly enough time outside. Now I can do it. So I think it's going to really be a good balance of in a transition from the current model, which is DVD based, over to this model of, oh my gosh, I get access to all this programming, new programming coming up every month, if not every week. And the programs that you've bought will eventually start to load into this. Now I want to just clarify that one thing that you said. So it starts with, so let's say at the end of March, you've bought T25, but you've bought T25 anytime in history, right?
That's right.
So if you bought T25 anytime in history, toward the end of March, this new area called Purchase Programs will show up, and we will automatically put it there for you when it's available. So T25 will show up. And eventually, let's say that a couple of years ago, you bought Chalene Extreme. That would show up in Purchase Programs, right?
Right.
So as we get this up to speed, we will eventually populate that Purchased Programs area with the stuff that you've bought. And as long as you're a member, you can continue to access them, as we say, anytime, anywhere.
That's correct.
That's the way it works.
Awesome. Well, Bill, great stuff.
Yeah, really
you.
great stuff.
Thank you.
And just before we let you go, I just want to ask you to thank your team.
Yeah.
They've done a fantastic job. This is absolutely the A-team. You are the envy of the industry. We've had people coming through the office, they meet these guys and they can't believe that the level of talent that we've scored, and it shows in what we've got here. It already shows in the numbers. There's a running bet in terms of how many people will be logging in during the surge here. It'll be interesting to see who wins that, but We saw today spikes up. What would you say the highest spike was today, just in the launch?
I think we've been up over 800 simultaneous users.
That's awesome. So it's real, it's happening, and it's in really good hands. So thanks to you and your team for a great job.
Thank you, Carl. Thank you, Mike.
Awesome. Thanks, Bill.
Okay.
So Carl,
Yeah.
I want to just go back and reiterate something that you said earlier, just to kind of bring it together.
Yeah.
You know, really, because I think there's a lot of coaches out there that say, okay, I got to figure this out now. It's a new thing,
Yeah.
got to figure it out. But in reality, nothing has changed. Right? So what coaches do and what we've been having great success with is ultimately getting people results. And we know that getting people results comes, as you said earlier, it's working out every day, drinking Shakeology every day, looking at your diet, getting that accountability and support from your coach, the rewards, all of that, nothing has changed. So nobody's going out and saying, rethink what you do. It's really just, we're just adding another benefit to what is already being done.
I really hope that people take that away from tonight. It's an add-in, not a dramatic change.
Right.
It could become a dramatic change, but right now it's just same programs, new way to access it that is going to complement what we have done so successfully. And with the specials, I mean, look at T25 has been one of our biggest challenge packs since we launched it. And Turbo Fire, frankly, has been one of our biggest programs in the history of the network. And in fact, could be the biggest program in the Hispanic community, right? In Puerto Rico,
Definitely
I think.
popular, yeah.
Yeah, so you know, I hope people focus on the business, work the business the same way they have, but emphasize to the prospect, hey, look, if you want to access this on DVD, you're going to get that with the challenge pack. If you want to access it online and also have access to $1,500 of other programming, you get that as part of this 30-day trial.
Yeah, and here's another little addition starting today, which we're excited about, and really goes along that lines of sort of not changing up the way coaches are talking about. We're still encouraging coaches, invite people to your challenge groups. And so in order to do that, we actually do have a Team Beachbody Club and Shakeology challenge pack. And so the way that works is that with this challenge pack, which is $140,
Okay.
you get 90 days access to the club, and that will go on continuity. So at the end of those 90 days, it will renew unless the customer cancels, along with Shakeology HD. So again, same program. You're using Team Beachbody Club with Beachbody On Demand for your fitness, and you actually get, you know, for those people that can't decide, like I'm afraid to commit to a program,
Yeah.
that's the great thing about having a catalog in Beachbody On Demand, because, you know, you can start with Tony and end up with Sean.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
So let's say somebody buys T25.
Yes.
This is a little dangerous. Sorry for throwing this at you.
Okay.
Somebody buys T25 challenge pack, and they decide that they might want to get a money back. They get their money back on it.
Yeah.
How do we handle that in the challenge pack model? So what do they get refunded?
They get, the way it works is they can either refund the whole thing,
Right.
or, and Immobile will kill me if I get this wrong, but I believe that if you refund just the fitness program, then you're charged for the full amount of Shakeology.
Got it.
So because it's discounted.
But look at what that means. That means somebody, they might start with T25 and go, you know what, that I wanted something a little bit more extreme, or I wanted something that was just 21 days or whatever. They'll have access. You as a coach can say, hey, you know what? You've got your access to the Beachbody On Demand. Let's see which program we can get you in. You can always now go buy that if you want to do it on DVDs, but you've got access now. Like, you've got them in. Here's the point. There you are. Here's the point. Your coaching starts the minute you ask somebody what their goal is. So let's say their goal is to lose 20 pounds before summer, right? They've been frustrated. They've failed at other stuff. The minute you find out what their goal is, you are coaching them.
Yep.
And what I mean by that is your job is to keep them connected to that goal. So now with Beachbody On Demand, you know they want to lose 20 pounds. Hey, I think T25 might be the program for you. Oh, kickboxing, that's the thing you like? You've taken maybe a Taibo class in the past or a Turbo Kick class. You'll love Turbo Fire. Here's that challenge pack. However, this is me being, You be my prospect.
Okay.
Okay. So you want to lose 20 pounds?
I'm dying to lose 20 pounds.
At least.
Okay.
So here's what we're going to do, Michael. We're going to get you started with this program. But if at any time you decide that it's not the right program for you, you've got access to Beachbody On Demand. I want you to look at all the programs that we offer, and let's make sure that you're in the right one that's for you. And I'll remind you before the 30 days is up, and we'll get you in the right one. I think you're going to love Turbo Fire. I know you're going to love Shakeology, but if you're ready to start, I'm going to help you all the way. Are you sure you're ready to start?
If you promise to help me, I'm in.
So actually be harder on
Okay.
me. Saying, I'm not.
Well, I just, Carl, to be honest with you, I've never been successful at anything. I've tried a million things, and, I hate to admit it, but I tend to quit.
Right. So, and what you might all say, I'm not quite ready to decide. Let me think about this. Right.
Okay.
So you tend to quit. So the point is, do you want to lose 20 pounds or not?
I do want to lose
how
20
important
pounds.
is it? You're just about to get married.
I know. I bought a Speedo, and to be honest with you,
I want you to rock that thing.
I know. I do too.
Okay. So, whatever we can help with. Anyway. So the point is, if you really want to lose that 20 pounds, we got to get started now.
Yeah.
I can't afford for you to think about it. I'm your coach right now. And regardless of whether you bought something or not, I want to get you started. So how about you do this? I'll remind you about the money back guarantee, and let's start it with Turbo Fire because it's my soulmate program, and I think you're going to love it.
And so I can try it for 30 days, and if I don't like it, I get my money back?
That's right. You get your money back. However, you got to drink this shake every day. It's going to help you with weight loss. It's going to help your cholesterol. It's going to help you with regularity.
I'm looking forward to the shake.
Okay.
It's the workouts I'm nervous about.
Well, some people, they complain. They don't think that a shake should cost this much, but I've seen you eat, and you need a daily dose of dense nutrition.
Frankly, I've seen how much you love the shake,
Yeah.
and that's what attracted me to it in the first place. So if it's good for you, I'm up for it.
All right, let's do it. Give me your credit card.
I don't have my wallet with me. But
See, that's not even fair.
okay.
You should have gone with me the whole way.
So Carl, let me jump ahead a little bit. So
Okay.
so that's where we say that Beachbody On Demand is part of the club, and the club challenge pack really just another way to provide solutions for people. But I do want to mention that we have a couple other challenge pack promos going on in the month of March that people should be aware of.